Today we're going to look at the Brownie 8 movie projector. This is a model A-15 and it's made by Kodak, and it was actually made in the USA. Isn't that a shocker? Just to show you the size comparison, how little this machine is, here's a regular compact disc, and just to show you that the size of it there, I mean, it practically covers the front of this thing. That's how small it is. So this little unit will play 200-foot reels of regular 8 film that fit on there like that. This is a reel of somebody's home movies that have been spliced together. And apparently, from what I found in the box, they also had their movies transferred to video, because I found this inside. And apparently, they had it done at Venture stores and had their home movies transferred to Venture. So the first 200 feet was $11.99, and each additional 50 feet was $2.50. Titles could be added for $1. So interestingly enough, having these movies transferred to VHS was probably, well, they should have waited, because now that we have HD, transferring your movies to HD would have been a whole lot prettier and a lot more preserved for future. But, you know, we did what we could with what we had at the time. So back in the day, before people had iPhones, and, you know, everybody carries a video camera around with them now in their pocket. But back in the day, you had to use a video or a film camera to take your movies. And then you had to send them to the store to be processed. And then you would get back something like this, a little 50-foot reel film, which contained about 3 minutes worth of footage on it. This one here says A-Town, Rock Spring, A-City, I think Antelope Island. Well, who knows where that is, but in any case, we're going to look at that here in a little bit. You would also get something like this with your film. It says, here are your movies processed by Kodak, ready for their first showing. Be sure your projector gate is clean and your screen is in good condition, with the room dark enough to reveal the colors in their true brilliance. When you project your film, some scenes may puzzle you. This leaflet will help you correct any errors and obtain even better results next time. So this says processed by Kodak, 1958-1962. So in the brochure, it talks about, you know, flat, misty pictures, scratches, black lengths of film, which this little reel I'm going to play does have some black lengths of film. And it says the cause is film badly underexposed or not exposed. The lens was covered, the camera controls were improperly set, or an entire roll of unexposed film may have been sent in for processing by mistake. Then we got excessive blueness, vibrating or jumpy pictures, all that kind of stuff. So let's get to the projector at hand here. And again, this is literally a hand-sized projector. Your controls on the front are very simple. You have this really cool elevating button, and if you turn it, it actually moves the image up and down on the screen for you, instead of elevating the front of the projector to set your height. You have a framing control, and you have a focus control right here that moves the lens in and out. You have two functions. You have project, which goes this way, and then you have rewind, which is this way. There are no mechanics on this part of the projector. It's all down here. If we turn the unit around, there's a gigantic fan here on the back and a place to put your cord for your power cord. And of course in there it says made in USA by Eastman Kodak. Use a type DFC lamp. And I'll show you what that looks like. If you just pull the unit apart, you can see inside of it. And so there's a big cooling fan there, and then you see the projector bulb there on the left. And as far as repair, this unit did not need repair. It just worked straight out of the box. I think it could use some oiling and some belts, but it pretty much just works. So that tells you the quality of it. Or it tells you that the people who owned it didn't use it very much. So let's turn it around and I'll show you how easy it is to thread the film through the projector. Now again, keep in mind that nowadays we make movies, like I'm making one now here on my phone. There's no guessing about it. I mean, you get to see the film instantly when you video, and back then you had to wait weeks to see what your film quality was going to be like. So I'm going to go to project here, and I'm just going to shove the film down in through the gate right here. Sprocket holes are on the right, and it grabs it, pulls it through. I'm going to turn it off, and then I've got to stick the end of the film into this take-up reel here, and wind it on there real good. Okay, so that's your threading process. And then once you get the everything set here, turn it back on to project. And then on your screen, you're going to make some quick modifications, real quick, to the film. So let me show you what that looks like. And, oh, here, I'll get it. All right, turning on a light here behind me. So I'm just going to project up here on my wall. And I won't talk because it'll be hard to hear what I'm saying over this motor. So here we go. So I'm setting my height. Oh, here's my focus. All right, so I've got my focus, I've got my frame. So this is the frame right here. Then I've got my height right here. And then I've got my focus here. And once I get all that set, I'm ready to watch my movie. So I'm going to move the camera over closer to the screen so you can see what it looks like a little bit better. Oh, I can't do that. So the room I'm in is not that dark, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to see what we're watching. But this would be what it would be like to watch your home movies after you spend $1 million for the film and the processing. And obviously this guy was not a professional photographer by any means. So this film was probably made in the 1950s. Maybe early 60s. Overexposed film there. So let's go over and take a look at the projector as it's in operation. You can see it working here. Our film's kind of looping out here. There we go. So there's no tension on this supply reel to keep it from spinning out of control like that. So that's it. That is the Brownie 8 model A-15 regular 8 movie projector. And there was two kinds of 8mm film. There was regular 8 and Super 8. And this was the first incarnation of 8. Show you the film a little bit close up here. See it. It has very large sprocket holes on it. And this film is essentially 16mm film that has been split in half. So the reel that you would get your film on would be on, it looked like 16mm film. It was a little wide spool of film manually threaded into the camera. And then you would send it in for processing, and they would cut it in half. So you would actually film for a certain amount of feet, flip the film over. I guess it was 50 feet. Was it 50? Yeah. So you would film for 50 feet, turn it over, film the other 50 feet, and then when you received it, you would receive it like this, as one spool or roll of film. So I believe these ran at 15 frames per second, maybe 18, I forget. So anyway, there's the machine. I have plenty more movie projectors on my channel, and sound movie film is a lot more exciting than silent movie film. But if you're interested in projectors in general, you can check those out on my channel. Please subscribe and share this video with a friend, and leave a comment below if you have memories about the Brownie 8 movie projector. Thanks for watching.